I'm finishing up this driveway project behind the winery. So far, I've put about 38 ton of 2RC, which is exactly what the township and the state use along the roads to pack in along the berms. This stuff is great. It packs like concrete. I probably maybe at some point in time will put a little top on it, maybe some 2B, I don't know, but I'm gonna wait and see because usually the fines go away and the gravel stays on top, so that's good. I've got another full load of about 20 to 22 ton here. I think this is gonna do the project. I don't think I'm gonna need any more. I've got a few low spots to fill up there. We are very close to finished with this on the outside. So let's get this gravel laid. This up here on the other side of my pipe that I put in, which is a 6-inch smooth bore pipe, I'm going to grade this to crown. I'm going to crown it on both sides so that the water can fall either way. Back is done. You can see that I've got the grade, that slight grade that I needed. That's all squared up. I put more fill over my pipe. Now it's time to do this side, or the end. We have a little gravel left, and then as you saw, This L tractor with the back blade I've used extensively on my driveways before. It works great for spreading loose gravel, loose dirt, all that stuff. Got the end done here, leveled out. I got the 91 out, and I completely tracked all this in, all the way down through here. It all looks real nice. I think it's going to do just what I want it to do. All this is tracked in. We are done here for now. There's Tillerman. He's over making sure that I'm doing everything right. He's the Inspector General. If it's Tillerman approved, it's good. This whole situation here with this new drive here, I've always had two options. The first option would have been to have graded this so that it would go from the bottom of the concrete on the building to the ditch. I opted to not do that because I like a ditch line here. This never was a drive out here. This was just yard. And at the time, when I put this in 1998, I had just enough drop to go from the yard to the bottom of the ditch, and that's how it went. It went from basically the building structure here. It went out and cambered down. What I opted to do here was not do that. I want this ditch line deep because I want to be able to clean this out. And when I put this gravel in on this driveway, I knew that I was going to need to do this, which is my second option, and that is irrigation pipe. So you can see the water's laying here. It always has. So what I opted to do at the beginning of this project was to eventually dig this back out, which I started to do, and put irrigation pipe in. I'm going to put 2 runs around the end of this building, and I'm going to run it over here. I have just enough drop to run it over here to this pipe, this 6-inch that I put in under the driveway. We're going to put ease trough on, carry it back, and run it down to this pipe, run it over, and connect it into this irrigation pipe. And we're going to put 2 runs here. I bought 100 feet, and I have enough to do 2 runs along this building and around. Okay, now the handwork will begin. Now I'm using my water for a level, and I think I'm going to have just enough drop to get this done. Now it's time to put in the irrigation pipe. I've got the water moving away from the building and around, and it's actually running through the pipe underneath the driveway here. So I know I've got enough drop. So that's next. So I've got this irrigation pipe laid out here. Got the ends together, and I'm going to go out and cut it in about the middle. I think it's going to be a little long. You're probably wondering why I'm doing it this way, because this pipe comes in a coil, and this end's kind of coiled, and if I'm going to lose any, I want to lose it down there, and that way I don't have to try and straighten this up here and muck around. Now what I wanted was I wanted these pipes below the concrete pad, and they're there. So any water that comes is going to automatically go out these pipes. So now I'm just going to buttress these up, cut the end off that one, and I'm going to fill all this with 2B gravel, about half on the pad, and that will be fine. A couple pieces of clay here and over there to hold the pipe in. When I bring the 2B in, I'm going to pull those out. The water's grading down, so all that pipe is gonna just collect it and bring it down here and dump it right there. It will go across the road out of this pipe. I just had enough grade, and this pipe is just dripping, so all the water coming from the side up here is migrating that way. go get some 2B. This is working really good. I've always had a problem with water under this building. It's never been a real issue because it's never come in. And the building has always had heat. But now, I think this is going to take care of the problem forever. I've got it filled to the corner here. And now, we're going to fill the rest of this. I'll show you how I'm loading the steer. Now, if you've watched my video of the coal chute fix, the door in the back, now you'll kind of understand why I wanted to fix that. Make a nice little walkway coming into the back door. I put a little bit down there because we're going to have a barrel stand. We're going to wash barrels there. This project out back here is finished. I mean, there'll be other things we're going to do. Of course, the concrete pad. There's going to be some things that we'll do out here, but those will be separate videos. So anyway, we're all done out here. Driveway's in. Everything's right. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next winery video.